Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. I did a couple of snaps for the tests to see if they worked. I hope they worked. I hope they worked. I hope they worked. I hope they worked. Yeah. Hi, Mashi. Hi, CG. Hi, Viceroy. How are you? I hope you all are doing well tonight. It's good to see you. Yeah, I ended up trying to stay up all day today, and it didn't really work. My tummy and my head hurt a little bit, so I ended up taking a nap so I could try to fix my sleep schedule. But yeah, you're but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. How's it going, Joshua, as well? What's up? Hi, Magnus. Hi. It's good to see you guys. So, I ended up getting an official name for these sorts of streams. These sort of late night streams. They are, Wyvern Whispers, I think. That's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? I really, really like that idea a lot. I think it'd be really cool. Hi, Fenrir. It's good to see you. Just don't mention that, Joshua. That is against the rules. That will get you removed. Genius. Thank you, bro. I was like, what rhyme, or not rhyme, what starts the W, so I was like, alright, yeah, whispering. It's kinda perfect, bro. What's up, Joe? How's it going, brother? I was gonna do something, but I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah. Boom. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. It does sound like a band name, you're right. Don't be the reaper, don't be the reaper. Yeah. Watch any awesome media lately? I've been watching a ton of Kenji lately. Basically just watching him react to Karen's getting arrested and stuff. It's been really funny. I ended up almost beating Endwalker today, trying to stay awake. Final Fantasy XIV. I almost beat it. There was times though where I had to take a break because I wasn't lucid enough to like keep playing. I had to like properly take a break. He's got a new vid. Oh, nice. I've been sitting here watching him like react to Karen's and stuff. I'm gonna have to try and start making schedules again so I can have react nights. Hi, Triceratops. I want to have reaction nights where I react to videos and shit too. I think it could be really cool. I would love that kind of stuff. I think that'd be sweet. I've also been looking a lot into the Borderlands stuff. I'm very excited for it. There may be a couple times where I'll have to like mute the microphone, but that's okay. Yeah, Borderlands. I'm still keeping myself hella skeptical, but I'm just gonna do my best to make sure that you know, everything stays pretty good with that. Even not having played it, listening to you break down Borderlands was a blast. Thank you. Borderlands is a game that I'm very passionate about, and there's a lot of stuff that I have done in it, as well as been able to properly play it for years. It's been wonderful. No, thank you, Triceratops. I appreciate it. Hi, Cheshire. Skipping Randy's goofy out. Yeah, fuck that guy. Randy Dickford. No thanks. Niren, thank you for the resub, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. I'm always indecisive about these things, if I should have the category in ASMR or just chatting. I don't know. I guess technically ASMR or whatever. How about that? Did the category change? I think it changed. I'm not sure. But Wyvern Whispers, I think, is a pretty good name. I have that now, so that way, whenever these whenever these upload to YouTube, or they're on the YouTube side, I can, you know, change stuff, etc. Like, I know, like, I had just whispering nighttime bits, but they were like, they're like beta tests for like what I wanted to do with anything like this, so I decided I was going to do, you know, I was actually going to make it a thing, like a segment or something, or a stream thing, because I like doing these late night streams. They're sporadic, they're cool, so I think giving a name to it would be really sweet. I'll even make a playlist for it on the channel, so that way there's actual stuff there to look at or something, and I can like rename them or whatever whenever I'm actually done. I could always change the background too, that sort of thing. These last few days have been kind of uneventful, to be honest. Well, they've been kind of annoying, because every time I try to sleep, I can't. I've been trying so hard to sleep lately, and it's been very bad. I don't feel like I get a lot of privacy either. I love the art on stream right now as well. Perspective gives a lot of good emotion. Thank you. I might animate it. Or just have like the eyes blink or something. I think that'd be a nice touch. I forgot my horns, but it's okay. Lore wise, I can not have my horns sometimes. That sort of thing. Yeah, having it be animated would be amazing. Like, I thought about doing the eyes blinking, maybe having the pupils move just a little bit. Maybe not so much with the tail. The tail may be like a bit too extra, but I'm not sure. I think it'd be nice. It'd be kind of chill. I don't know. So I was like, I'll just whip up a quick drawing or something and see if that sticks, but I could always make a still drawing animated as well, I think. Ba, 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 ba. Also, forgive me. There may be a couple times where I'll have to mute, just in case. It is late though, so I'm hoping English. I'm hoping the noise will be a little bit more limited. So like dogs barking, the whole nine, you know. Normally, things get quiet around here around this time, but I try my best to make sure that if I'm going to do this, because my gain on my microphone is going to be quite loud, I'm going to do it so that way I don't destroy everyone's ears. How do I sound, by the way? Do I sound okay? I hope I sound fine. Yeah. To be honest, I've been thinking a lot about streaming and how it's, you know, that's another thing I like about these. I guess in a little bit of a way it could be like a podcast or some way to like give my thoughts out throughout the week of streaming or something, so I can take this time, this late night time, like after hours, to talk about streaming and talk about how I've been feeling. I think these are great for those. You know, I guess sort of relate to you guys on a more personal level in a way. Hi, Lynx. Oh, thank you, Freak. Thank you, Souls. Vice. So, like, I don't know, this last week has been a little strange. I've been thinking more and more about it, and I kind of want to get a schedule going again, but schedules take a little bit of time, and they take a lot of planning. I used to do them every Sunday, but you know, they can get tricky, but they do help a lot, especially with some things. So yeah, I've been meaning to like get back into it, which I'm pretty sure I will. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up making a schedule again. I don't know what's been up with me lately. I feel like I've been more focused about making friends and just hanging out and vibing and trying to relax, versus like putting a little bit more effort into streaming, which honestly I still put a lot of effort into streaming, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I've been taking a lot of time just to become friends with people on paper right before, then do my best to do the next day. I'm weird, okay? I've had a bunch of people be like, just write down a list of checkmark things to do, of small goals, so that way they ultimately reach a big goal. Unfortunately, my silly ass has done that many times. I have so many lists, and a lot of the times they just don't get done. So I try my best. Yeah, I could easily do the scheduling, but I don't have like Photoshop and shit anymore, and I kind of refuse to pay Adobe. So I have to just improvise with Clip Studio. Yeah, so you're eating protein and going to the gym. Nice. I know. I'm currently saving up for a car again. Once I get a car, I'm going for another part-timer, so that way I can get some extra dough in, and that way I can I want to get an elliptical, start working out at home again. And I do need to like start searching for an apartment again at some point. It's getting to be around the time where I need to be planning that about a year ahead or something. I have way too many lists all the time. Yeah, if you would see my notes, dude, they're absolutely crazy. They are absolutely insane. Like I've deleted a ton more, but let me see just how many I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A bunch of, that's at least 12 different lists of things to do. Hi, Mariano. But yeah, no, it's been good though. I've been spending more time in VR. I think I drank more over this last month than I have in like a year. So, there's that. Kinda strange though sometimes. Da 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 da, fear the reaper. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. But yeah. Also, I have almonds. Forgive me if you hear me chewing every now and again. We were also supposed to, like, you know, we were supposed to play Witcher 3 last week, but I got a fever, which does suck because I have an entire outfit that's Witcher oriented, so I'll probably still do it. There's a lot more stuff to do, more stuffs and things. Hi Loki, hi Iveen. Hell yeah. I've been singing that song all day. That and Ted Nugent. Fucking down. You're together now, baby. You got what you need. You got me a stranglehold, baby. In an way. Yeah, I love that song. It's good. But yeah, no, I've met a lot of really good people recently. Over the last 5 months, I've been learning to kind of just improve on myself a little bit. And yeah, I think it's been doing good. I think I just need to figure out more based on my actual living now versus my mental health. Because I think helping my way of living would also help my mental health currently. Team focus on friendly keep the stream promotes at least mine seem pretty amazing, if I could say. Yeah. Thank you, Viceroy. Rental health, yeah. That's pretty good. Here, let me move chat out here so people can actually see. Where should I put y'all? I'll put y'all here. There you go. Oh, did I strangle home, baby? There you go, you guys have an entire section to yourself. Wanna get out and pass me, still another way. Got me in a stranglehold, baby. Hi, Penguin. I was playing Asura's Wrath, though. Was that on Monday? Or was that last week? That might have been last Friday. Dude, us playing Asura's Wrath was amazing. I was so happy to see so many people, like, last Thursday, okay. Like, I was really happy to see a lot of people like that we played that. A lot of people got to see us play a game that, they enjoyed, they loved, and adored. I got to see a game that I enjoyed, loved, and enjoyed as much as, you know, I love it. I love that game. And I'm really, really grateful that, we were able to play it for everyone. Do you play Elden Ring? I do. I've even beaten Night Rain. Although I need to focus on fighting the enhanced bosses. I don't even know if I want to fight the enhanced bosses. Honestly, I kind of lost my drive to play a Night Rain. I mean, they're fun, right? They're definitely challenging, and I think I like playing Night Rain. It's just I don't know. I can do tomorrow. I don't know, bro. I love Elden Ring and I love Night Rain, but I played it so much. Not as much as you guys, obviously, but like I don't know. I fought all the current monsters. The enhanced monsters, sure, I can always fight them, but I've already missed a couple of them, so. Or I missed one specifically, so. I'd have to wait for them to get back in rotation to catch up. They're rerunning them again this week. They let you go back according to Vaughn? Really? Dude, I've been craving McDonald's for like a week. And I need to stop that craving. The fuck? As of today, nice. Don's Steakhouse? Ooh. Aw, you're precious, Archangel. I'm grateful, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my growth as a streamer has been slow, but steady. Even if I may not look it. If that makes sense. I think my main important job right now is just making sure that I get content on YouTube. And remembering to upload a short a week. Finishing an animation or two. I think my next big thing to help me break through my next barrier is completing an animation. I feel like in my heart of hearts, I think the next big thing for me is a big animation that needs to be complete. I think that's my current barrier to break, is being able to be dedicated enough to sit down and just animate. I might take a week off of streaming at some point, but I don't know when, and I'm kind of afraid to, because I'm afraid everyone will just disperse and not come back. Yeah, slow and steady is good. I completely agree. But yeah, that's my worries about taking like breaks and weeks off and stuff like that. So I like to give myself the weekends off at least, and I used to stream every day and have off Sunday for video editing, and that was it. Still be here? Yeah. Oh, it's big true. Got me in a stranglehold, baby. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just gonna keep trying a bunch of different things that I think look and sound fun, and just kind of go for it. If there's a certain type of content that looks fun, then I'm going to try to focus on doing that for a little bit, see if it sticks, and see if I like it. I want to do 3D animation at some point, but that's gonna take me a while to learn. Yeah, breaks are important. That's true. See, that's fine. I feel like taking a break every once in a while is a good thing. Devil. Individual frame on a big animation for a week instead. I'm there. See, it's hard to do animation. I have 2 and 1 undisclosed project that I have not even started that I really want to do. I still gotta finish those, and once those are finished, then hopefully peeps are gonna be happy with that. I actually have a couple more short ideas that I would like to for animations, but it's been a little bit. I don't know. It's not that I lost my drive to do animations, it hurts my hand a lot. It's a music video. The one that I haven't started is a music video. Yes, please, freak. Toss it in. Oh, excuse me. If you can, toss it in the cool random shit in Discord. Also, excuse me for the burp, sorry. I had chicken nuggets today. They were very good. They were very good. Very good, very good. I've been feeling more tired recently. As I begin to yawn just saying that. Shit's been kinda nutters. Nut butters. Butters and nutters. Nut butt. Butt nut. You know, the usual. That sort of thing. Yo, what's up, Sonic? How you doing, my dude? But yeah, exactly. Well, you see what I mean? You guys are probably gonna hear the pooch every now and again. She's out there patrolling, keeping this house safe. She out there scoping. Yeah, I feel that. I'm just kind of be like that. A nightly walk when I'm getting sleepy. I like nightly walks. I haven't done one in ages though, because I haven't done. I don't know. I don't trust where I live because of the wildlife. We get mountain lions and bears and shit where I'm at, so I don't trust walking out at night, bro. Oh, there she is. She protecting. I wonder where she's barking at. She's probably barking at my folks pulling him. I need to get these almonds out of my face. There we go. All better. Woof. How loud is she, by the way? Is she too much? Because sometimes she can go a little ham. Normally she'd be barking a lot more. Not that loud? Oh, okay. You have a peanut allergy? That's okay. I'm starting to slowly lose my my feel for peanuts. Yeah, it's probably because my folks have returned from their store trip. And are hopefully going to bed soon. Forgive me. There might be times where I will have to mute the mic, just in case. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been making a lot of really good friends. Lately. Just kind of hanging out, doing the thing. Played a lot of Halo. I really want to beat Endwalker so I can get to Dawn Trail. I don't even know how long Dawn Trail is. Yeah. I feel like I have coffee right here, yeah, but I'm getting sick of coffee. I'm getting sick of almonds. I'm getting sick of, funny enough, in some ways, I'm getting sick of some foods. I'm getting sick of a lot of different things in terms of eating and drinking. Maybe it's just because I don't have much variety nowadays. I just kind of buy like a lot of the same stuff. If you want company for Final Fantasy, I'd be happy to join. You are more than welcome to, Liren. You are more than welcome to. I would adore it. I know me slugs. Sonic I've been playing. Who else is there? Blue was playing. It was really cool. I'm gonna try and kidnap crew for it sometimes. Or sometime. Waiting for Gears of War Reloaded to come out as well. So that I may properly and switch up to just chatting. So that way I may properly, play a bunch of games. Oh, shit. Yeah. It's that good shit. I'm talking that Chuck E. Cheese. But yeah. I'm gonna probably put a thing on my throne soon after the, after I get a chance maybe to do, the whole car thing. Lately as well, insurance stuff has been going okay. Still gotta apply. I ended up getting denied like a week or so ago from an insurance place, even though I filled out everything from what I remember, and I've had this insurance before, so I'm not sure what I did wrong. I'm gonna see if my my mom can help me in some way to kind of look at maybe if I put something in wrong or whatever, but yeah. Let's stop. The doggo. You have to pay like $2,000 for insurance? Jesus, man. No thanks. I usually get state insurance because I can't really afford it. I am a low income user. I don't make a lot of money. But that's okay. I'm gonna try and get a vehicle sometime relatively soon. I just gotta keep saving up the scratch for it, and then once I do that, I'll get that, and then start getting part-time work. That way I can pump some money back into my account, and you know, I've been putting some money as well into the stream as always, but at the same time it's like I need to start pumping money into me. Excuse me. Yeah, I feel that too. Why do I keep fucking yawning, dude? Why do I keep yawning? Why? I slept good today. Well, I didn't sleep good. Let me rephrase that. I slept decently for like 4 hours, 5 hours. So, it's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely still tired. I know tonight isn't going to be a very long stream. I was thinking maybe 4 or 5 hours or something, so that way if I am still feeling tired, I can try going to bed at a relatively okay time. So that way it's, I can sleep, because it's summertime and I sleep in a garage. And the people in this house have to use the garage, so a lot of the times I keep getting woken up by like noise and shit. So I'm gonna try and start going to bed by like 3 or something. Maybe 4. Hi Vaughn. I also have a brain stuff, yeah. I don't feel like it. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. That was the way I was. I just wasn't feeling like sleeping, and I wanted to fix some sleepy schedule stuffs. I feel like that was really good. I didn't know you could sleep in a garage. I've slept in like 3 garages. But I don't really care where I lay my head as long as I have a bed in my setup. I'm good. But I plan to fix that sometime next spring. Hopefully. Hopefully next spring. Maybe even sooner, I'm not sure. But yeah, hi Chuggy. Hi Chuggy. Didn't I? Yeah. Fuck you, Vaughn. Mrs. Strawberry, I think I brought a follow. Welcome, man. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Ugh. Holy shit, Liren, thank you. Holy fuck. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Holy shit. Thank you for the fucking gifted subs. Holy fuck. Everybody, give love to Liren, please. Liren is a great streamer. Shuffles, if you're there, Kobe, shout out Liren. More fun. Give a shout out to Liren. Thank you. Liren deserves it. Absolute legend. Yeah, I'm a northerner. I like snow. I don't like the heat. Oh, thank you for the heart, strawberry. Great, my ass. I am ass. No. Nah, you're not ass. You have a fine ass. I think there's a difference. You're. Disproportionate cheeks? What the fuck was it? Was it the butt cheeks? You talking about the booty? The booty? I bet there are great asses among the streams. I agree. You've been looking? It's true, bro. Thank you, Vaughn. Cling-a-ding-a-ling-ding-dong. Yeah, have a good sleep. If you need to rest for sleep tomorrow, this is a good stream to do it too. I don't plan on getting particularly loud or anything. It's just kind of chill. I'm really excited for the fall time. I really want it to be fall. I fucking hate summer. I only like summer for like a few things. Sometimes when it's nice out and not blistering hot, going on vacation, and some of the smells and events like parties like my birthday in July or 4th of July or whatever. Apart from that, I hate summer. I don't even get to go swimming, bro. I want to go swimming so bad. Dude, I haven't went swimming in so long. It's easily been like 4, maybe 3 years since I've last went swimming. I want to go swimming again so bad. I didn't go on vacation this year either because it was my birthday week and I had work I had to do. Yeah. Work. Good night, Vaughn. She's smelling beans, bruh. Part of me wants to get a long pole or something, like something that's relatively long. You know, just put it up and then put some nice clean water in it. I really, 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 really want to go swimming. But I have boobs now, so it's kind of hard to go to like a public pool. But yeah. I don't even know what I'm gonna be feeling for the rest of this week. It's currently Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday going into Thursday. Tomorrow is going to be cartoon day for the Discord. I don't even know what we're gonna watch. Probably like SpongeBob season 1 or something. I don't know. Ed and Eddie. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I don't know. But we'll figure something out. South Park. There's a lot of South Park. If we did watch South Park, we'd have to start from a particular season. I don't really want to start season 1. Season 1 kind of blows. In my opinion. I know a lot of people love season 1, but I don't. It's Thursday. Yeah. Yeah. What are some other good cartoons? Foster's Home is good. Avatar The Last Airbender could be good, but I guess that's technically an anime. Would you guys say Avatar's an anime or a cartoon? I've always just thought of it as a cartoon. I never thought of it as an anime. I know they have anime tropes, but they have anime tropes, but I don't know if it's particularly an anime. It's an anime inspired cartoon. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, can stop him. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. Years passed and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang could save the world. Previously on Avatar. Entity is good too. Yeah, I love Entity so much. True Souls. Hi Nixel, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I haven't ever watched Avatar. I think it's pretty good. There's some things about OG Avatar I don't like. I remember when it first came out, I remember keeping up with it as a kid when there were some of the first episodes that were coming out. Like the whole thing was Zuko at the very end of the story, or in the beginning of the story with the spirits. They really made like those early episodes feel hella dramatic, like the village spirit episode in the very beginning of the show, or the moon spirit stuff. You know, that stuff is cool. Or the cave kissing thing, or one character that I really liked from Avatar, who I originally hated but I really liked because I liked his weapons and I liked his outfit, was Jet. I liked Jet a lot. I thought he was cool. I liked his hook blades. I think hook blades are some of the coolest fucking weapons ever. Like Kabal from Mortal Kombat. The fire guy? No, the dude who was like a vigilante with like his own band of, he was like Robin Hood, I guess, but instead of giving a lot to the poor, they often took for themselves. Jet had a hook blade, and he like hit on Katara a lot or something. And he made Aang jealous a lot. Scythes are awesome. Scythe is my lore weapon. I have a scythe. He was a money bender. Yeah, you could say something like that. Stop yawning. I swear to God, I think coffee no longer keeps me awake anymore. It used to be a great way for me to stay up for long periods at a time, but I think coffee just straight up makes me sleepy. Like I might just have like tea from now on, honestly. Sides for peak, I agree completely. Yeah, what's up, Flan? No, you're fine. It's a relaxed stream. It's nothing too much. Just kind of chilling, not doing too much. Yeah, I hope you're doing good too. Yeah. It used to be like I love like Monster and everything, but I think I've reached past the point where like caffeine overextends too much. Like if I have too much caffeine, my body overextends it, and instead of getting energy, I get sleepy. You gonna raise one more horse than go to bed? Oh my god. I still need to play that game, bro. I feel like I'm missing out, but at the same time, it's like, eh. The fuck? Yeah, I definitely think I will. God guys, what cartoon should we watch for tomorrow? We already watched regular show. We watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. We might do Adventure Time tomorrow, to be honest. Hazy Horse Girl. Yeah, that'd be sweet. This is a system. It also prevents deep sleep cycles where you clear out the nicotine, etc. Yeah. Fosters. Oh, yo, Chowder. Okay, Sonic wins. We're watching Chowder tomorrow. We'll do Adventure Time next cartoon night. Season 1 Adventure Time has some really peak episodes, I won't lie. They have a lot of really good fucking episodes. But Chowder, bro, Chowder is so fucking funny. Dude, there are so many episodes that still make me laugh. It's decided. We're watching Chowder tomorrow. I remember I used to watch Chowder on the big screen at my, as a kid, while my parents were doing stuff in our trailer. And my dad ended up building this really big wooden hutch that was built into the wall, and he hung our flat screen up on it. My dad's a bit of a handyman, and I used to watch Chowder, Flapjack, Clone Wars, all that stuff on like the TVs on Saturday mornings and shit. Dude, Saturday morning cartoons were the fucking shit. I loved it. What's Chowder? Chowder is a Cartoon Network original show that was it oozes style. It has a ton of really famous voice actors in it, and it has a shit ton of funny gags. I don't think I've ever watched that. Come to the Discord tomorrow on for cartoon night. I'll be making a post about it in the morning, 7 p.m. EST. We're gonna watch that. Chowder is very quick to watch too. Episodes aren't too long, and yes, you're right, Flan. They were a lot of the people that made Flapjack or made Chowder too. Funny enough, the two shows that took place from Chowder and Flapjack, whenever Chowder finished and then Flapjack finished, whenever those two shows finished, Regular Show and Adventure Time took their places. So it was just banger duo on top of banger duo of shows. The buff. I miss all the Gumball shows. I only watched like half of Gumball. I've only seen like funny moments. I noticed that they censored a lot of the earlier jokes from season 1. Like when he's like, "I'm not a cheap corruptible bimbo." He doesn't say bimbo anymore. He's like he says like nerd or something, or idiot or whatever. Or fool. Yep, typical Cartoon Network can't stick their guns. God, dude, now I'm excited for Flapjack. Or, not Flapjack. We can watch Flapjack, too. I like Flapjack. It was really funny, too. They had a lot of really good gags. I think Regular Show still is my favorite cartoon. Like, ever. Chowder is up there. It's definitely in my top 5 favorite. It's really fucking funny. So, we'll actually, we might start Chowder at 6 tomorrow or something, because I want to watch a lot of Chowder, bro. Yeah, bro, it's really good. I really want to watch Chowder tomorrow. I think it'll be good. Nah, I mean. I remember there were so many really good episodes. A lot of them are very trippy. They have a really unique style that goes well with their backgrounds, and I think it's so fun. And then for Friday, what should we do for Friday, bro? Should we do an older game? I've been trying to find a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog for an emulator for a little bit. Cow and Chicken, Ren and Sleepy, all very good shows. I really liked Rocko's Modern Life a lot. That show was also very, very good. I watched a lot of Rocko before going to school in the morning. When going to school in the morning, it was either Nick at Night finishing up for the night. In the morning, it was listening to a lot of music as we got up for school, or it was Rocko's Modern Life. The fuck? And then when I would get home, it would be Dragon Ball Z Kai and Invader Zim, you know, the whole 9 Avatar. Sonic Rattle. Rattle. Yeah. Hi, Aiko. It's good to see you, hun. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. So sweet. Aiko! Can we have a shout out for Aiko, please? Aiko is a very adorable sweet bean. I really, really, really like Aiko. So, thank you. I wish you okay, Susan. Thank you, Aiko. I appreciate it a lot. You rock. You absolute gem. 5Ds. I liked 5Ds. I liked the presents a lot. Big hearts for the Aiko. Rocket Stone. Rocket Stone. Hung Fish Knuckle, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you for resubbing. Lining up. Where's Betty? But yeah, bro. I liked 5Ds. I really liked the premise behind 5Ds. I liked the protagonist a lot. I liked GX a lot too. I felt like I related a lot to Jaden. I didn't realize that he turned into such a monster in an arc where he was like evil King Jaden or something. Yeah, dude. You say it was so awesome. Chillin' now with the crew at the schoolyard. I'm trouble now the weekend too hard. Back at class, they never taught us this. Going on, don't feed this. Sometime, let's go. We'll go it all together. Right now, let's go, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Generation X. Good night, Triceratops. Yeah, dude. Pokemon cards were also that. Whenever the Darkrai movie was coming out is when everybody in my class were sharing cards and battling and trading and shit. And if you had a Darkrai, you were basically a king. Yeah. Oh, I kept my... Have you guys ever kept, like, one eye closed for a specific amount of time? I've been sitting here with, like, my right eye closed behind my microphone. And it took a second for my eye to, like, recenter and readjust and shit. Ugh. I don't even know what they're doing in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. So, yeah. What are you gonna do? Odds are stacked against you. Backed against the wall. Gotta give it your This is the final stand. The power's in your hands. Two worlds collide on the inside. I'm gonna fight for what's right before it's gone. This is Bakugan. Why did their intros always go so hard, dude? Even the Japanese version of the Transformers animated theme goes so hard. The fuck? Part of me wants to download the old... Actually, hold on. Let me look this up. I'm curious. I am very, very curious now. I want to see if I can get a Bakugan DS ROM. Dude, I had a, what are those things where they, like, you had a, oh, fuck, what are they called? Fuck, dude, what were they called? Those things that you... Action replay. I had an action replay, and it gave me a lot of my opponents' Bakugan. Dude, how many Bakugan games were there, bro? Fuck. Yo, I forgot you can create your own character and shit. I only got one, like, way later, though. What are you gonna do? Odds stacked against you. Back against the wall. There we go. I'm going to see if I can install this and yeah, play around with it or something. I don't know. Ow, fuck me. I'm gonna try and get a couple of Romuluses, you know, because I do want to play some of these ROMs. I want to make sure that I can like actually put myself in these games too. Tiffle. Guys, do you guys know if you can put your own pixels inside of a ROM file? Excuse me. Transformers. More than meets the eye. Transformers. Yeah, apparently the Japanese company who made that show, whenever they were making that sort of for Saturday morning cartoons, they ended up getting an entirely different band, crew, everything to redo the entire intro, the whole nine, everything. They had a more American-based audience, so they went for something a little bit more Generation X for American audiences when it comes to cartoon intros. So they ended up doing something similar with their Japanese audience and allowing for a more robust sounding intro. It's really cool. It was something I wasn't expecting at all when listening to the Transformers animated theme. Yeah, there was a lot when it came to it. And they did that for a lot of different shows, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, robots in the skies. Yeah, I want to be able to put myself in Pokemon Black and White. I want to put myself in a bunch of different games. I don't even know where to begin with that, though. I'm pretty sure Kamiya would know something about that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, only certain things will let you do that. I'll probably just make like a cute little overlay or something. And won't do black and white or something on stream. Would you guys like that? What do you say this Friday we'll do a Pokemon stream? What do you think? The question is though I have white version 2, soul silver and platinum, and I don't know which one to do or choose because I like them all. Probably white too. Da, da, da. No, Sonic, no. Hold on, let me check if these will even work. Real quick. You're done, buddy. Fuck. No, bro. No, dude. No, man. Da, da, da. I want to be able to do it so I can get a randomizer version of the games too. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Hi. You guys have been so very good today, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you. You've been so good. Better than I have, that's for sure. Play the new Smash. Oh, I didn't know there was a new Smash Brothers. I don't think there was. The high viscount. Tink that allows you for sprite editing? No way, really? That's a joke? Nuh-uh. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I could probably download this program and then use it for Pokemon. Her golden soul silver, right? Pokemon DS ROM. Okay, nice. Thank you. You gave me some homework for later. Okay. Sorry, I feel like I've been tinkering on the side more or less, more than talking, actually. Sorry. Ultimate? I haven't played on Ultimate on the Switch, unfortunately, but I have been playing on my normal Switch. Yes, I ended up playing Pokemon Fusions a while ago, and I made my 2.0 design in it, but I want to legitimately make, like, my newer design in the game. So, I want to do that. That'd be really sweet. But I don't know how to manually add to this software, so it'll have to be something I play with on the side, or talk with another friend who knows how to sprite edit and do that for games, you know, the whole nine. I have a couple of Pokemon ROMs that I could definitely do that for, but I'm not sure which one I would want to do. I'd probably just do White 2. I played Black and White, but I never played Black and White 2. So I think on Friday we're gonna do that. What do you guys think about that? I think it'd be fun. Randomizer. Randomizer ROMs, huh? Hey, they got Pokemon Black too. No more randomizer. Pokemon randomizers are a fresh new way to experience your favorite Pokemon games. With wild encounters, trainer Pokemon, starter Pokemon field items, and TM randomized, anything can happen. Ooh, this is awesome. So there's 3 different versions of the randomized file. Okay. There's some very cool PC games I missed out on. I didn't hear things. I do hear good things about Black and White. Black and White was a lot of fun. The original one was a lot of fun. This is awesome too. They have an entire website just for randomized ROM files. So, testing out you. Open. Huh. I suppose that these aren't, yeah. But yeah. I hope you guys have had a great day today, by the way. I know it's been a little crazy, and you know, I hope that you guys are staying safe and effectively allowing yourself to kind of just chill and vibe, not stressing out too much. I know it's been a little crazy too. Would you be a dragon type dual typing? Kind of. A lot of the Pokemon that I use, like Garchomp, fit that bill. I really like to use Gengar as well. Gengar is one of my favorites. I think Gengar's really cool. I think Gengar is really cool. I think Gengar is sweet. I really like Gengar, he's cool. I like a bunch of different Pokemon. I do know that the sprites look really good in black and white too, as well. Hey. Can you guys hear that at all? I got the battle block. Okay, good. I was really hoping you wouldn't be able to hear it. I had accidentally opened up Battle Brawlers Bakugan, and it was like what are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall. Gotta give it your Da 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 da. It had like the most basic, like pew, pew, like sound effects. And I forgot that they ended up like actually giving you like they give you like the intro in the DS ROM. It's kind of crazy. Oh, that's right. I forgot the main character's name was Dan. I wonder what studio, what fucking studio did Bakugan again? I don't remember. Guys, was there a particular cartoon that you liked so much that you just absolutely could not stop watching it whenever you saw it? Like, it could be any show. The fuck? Anything whatsoever. Super Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. That sounds so familiar. The fuck? Yeah, that's an oldie one I completely forgot about. That's how I felt a lot about with a lot of games. Was I ended up picking a lot of times to just play games in my room, and a lot of the times it was well, I cannot speak. I play a lot of the same games, okay? I played a lot of the same games. I played a lot of Xbox games. I played a lot of PlayStation games. I played a fuck ton of Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I really liked it. I thought it was fun. Force Unleashed was a ton of fun. I remember doing a bunch of different missions in Battlefront, that sort of thing. Oh man, you know, actually, I have a really good story for you guys if you guys are down to hear it. So, I talked about this a little bit ago the other day, and I've also talked about this before too on stream. But I would like to tell you guys about the time that I snuck out of school to do a Pokemon journey. I'm pretty sure I've talked about that too. Whereas I managed to get all the way outside, only for the mother suckers to catch me. Oh wait, no, they didn't catch me. The mother suckers to almost catch me. And I started crying, and then I would shimmy myself to the back of the school to like sneak back in, and I ended up doing it and nobody caught me. It was a good time. It was very, very nice. Ugh. What do you say we change the background to Cora? Yeah, there we go. Nice. School. The final frontier. Dude, I thought about it the other day. I was like, I'm 27. I remember being in summer school when I was like 15. Oh, dude, 15-year-old me, that was 12 years ago. And most importantly, which legendary were you sneaking out of bounds to find? Mew. The Mew that was under a truck. That Mew. It only gets faster. Only 2 years behind me. I'm in the future. You're in the future. I noticed a lot of people are like 29 or similar age like I am. I know once you reach past like 20, 22, 23, all that sort of stuff, it just kind of blends together when you kind of like round up by 3 years. About to hit 25, the golden birthday. Gonna be lit. Nice. I had a pretty chill birthday, bro. I played with Crew, Sonic. I played with Vaughn, Swivels. It was a good time. The fuck? Fully developed frontal lobe at 25, yeah. I'm 27 and I feel like I'm slowly losing mine. Hi, Chavez. How are you doing? First few 100 years, then you reach a critical speed, true. And the frontal lobe melted. Frontal lobe melted. Melted. It's true. Albie! Thank you for the resub, dude. Thanks. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. How have you been, bro? I hope you've been pretty good. Chilling and relaxing and taking names and kicking butt and stuff. Guys, would you guys want another ASMR roleplay? I want to do the Tomboy Confesses in a Closet thing, but I feel like I'd have to record that separately. I could probably do it after this stream if I really wanted to. You think so? Don't I have an ASMR section in my actual channel? I don't remember. I can actually take this time to create that real quick. Syphil. Yeah. Playlists. Here we go. I have live stream stuffs. I might get rid of live stream stuffs. Delete that. Animations. I can edit these, I think. I'm pretty sure I've been adding to those too. Hazy, I do have an Hazy. Oh my god, Hazy ASMR. Stream highlights and other. I need to take the time to like add all these shorts to those. Bruh. Aw, good night, soul. I hope you had a good time, love. Yes. Oh, excuse me, borping. What you need to do is realize how epic you are. You're epic. You're all epic, bro. You're all great people. I really cherish all of you, for real. You guys kick so much ass you don't even know it. Really, like, I legitimately think you guys have been doing some of the best ever, and I'm really grateful for you guys being so cool and being so nice in this community. We have a lot of ups, we have a lot of lows, a lot of low blows and so's and toes. A lot of toes. I got toes. I got toes. Yup. And hoes and toes. Aw, thank you. I don't know, man. I know establishing a community and hanging out and being friends with a lot of great people is wonderful, you know, but sometimes I feel like what would it be like if I hadn't become a VTuber? If I hadn't become a VTuber, there'd have been so many things that I don't think I would have done. I wouldn't have moved to another place. I wouldn't have I wouldn't have met a bunch of people. There's a lot of my time being used to just like, when I'm not working, to get up and just walk around the house, that sort of thing. I don't know why life and things can't just be simple, why people gotta make shit difficult, you know? It's like, I really wish some people would just settle down take the time to relax, enjoy themselves more, and just settle. If you have ambitions and things to worry about and or go after, please, by all means, go after it. But, like, sometimes you gotta learn to just take a second to breathe, slow your roll, enjoy yourself. At least I do. Or at least I think so. I think me going into VR recently has probably been the best thing that's happened to me in recent times. I've been able to, I guess, let down my walls a lot and effectively chilled with great people, talking, hanging out, and I met a really, really nice couple of individuals and it made me really happy. I feel like video games around the corner for 2026 are going to go really hard. A lot of indie games are going to be really good. Some mainstream games are going to be pretty good too. I just feel like, and I'm hoping, the first half of this year that was a nightmare ends up being pretty good. Yeah, VR is a lot of fun. It can be. Sometimes it could be a little too much on my face. But I don't know. There are some days where I watch a little too much sometimes, where I should be working. I really like it when it's fall. When the air is crisp, the leaves are crunching on the ground. I can feel the air. You don't have to worry about the summer heat blaring you down. You don't have to worry about maintaining your fucking gardens or other things, just worrying about the leaves. Cloudy skies. I miss the fall. And I miss winter. So I know the cold can be ugly sometimes and it can be sloshy and wet and miserable, but that just means you'll end up being excited for summer or spring. I'm excited for fall. I love fall. I want to go back to VRC, but for some reason Meta's new update broke my Quest PC and it can't stay stable for long. See, it's funny you say that because I feel like mine's been doing the same. I have a Rift S, bro. And that shit breaks all the fucking time. As I see Sonic get on the horse game. The horse girl game. I said horror game at first, my apologies. Yeah, bro. It's been good. You know, coming out of like high school and shit, I never would have thought that this would have been the branch I would have went down in life. Personally, I didn't know how the hell I was going to get to this point. I remember right after graduating and finishing up our final goodbyes before the actual ceremony, standing in front of my school, my high school, on a hot day, like a hot June day. This was before COVID. And saying goodbye to my last friend as they drove away while I was all alone in my school's parking lot in the middle of the day. Just thinking like, from this point forward in my life, it's, I don't know. It's unknown, it's exciting, it's scary. I didn't know where life was going to take me or what was going to happen. I I didn't know how I was going to behave, how I was going to feel about things, how I was going to meet people. There were so many times where I was like, you know, from this point forward, this is a significant point in my history, in my life. That another significant point will be for a while. And that this is a time to remember this moment. Since then, I've went to a college for a semester, left, met some people, got some life experience, made a lot of mistakes, stayed with my folks for a while, just kind of lived, got a job as a security guard, and went through COVID. And then worked as an overnight stock grocer. And then after that, I went back to being a security guard and went to move in with some other family in my own apartment. It was very nice and cool. Worked at a hotel. Worked at a lot of hotels. A lot of them were very shitty. A lot of them were very nice. I couldn't really get the grasp of them. And I ended up moving out of that apartment when the bottom of our basement was starting to get kind of messed up, and we were taking a deal from my father. We sold our cars and we went down to Florida. My dad was offered a job. Something happened with the job to where he wasn't able to get it anymore. We should have preemptively went down there after we had known the job was guaranteed, not before. I was able to make a lot of money from streaming. Had a lot of fights with family. I was very antisocial because I apparently wasn't giving enough. Traumatized from a few things or two or whatever, but it felt like a very big prison surrounded by very lovely and pretty walls. Ended up starting a date or dating. Did that for a while. I moved out of Florida to go back up to my old state after my father's friend came down to essentially give my father the business and tell him he shouldn't have done it. But during that time, my dad got injured. There was nothing he could do. He ended up getting hurt in his back, and it was a big whole thing. And we went back up to PA after 1.5 to 2 years. Then near Virginia. And since then, I've been back in my own state. Well, maybe not since then. I lived with my grandmother for a little bit, and then I moved in with the dating person. Stayed there for 6 months. Had a lot of life experiences again. A lot of really good moments. And a lot of very bad ones. Ended up leaving that place. And I moved back to my own state again. After moving out of state. And now I'm here. Now had no plan. Had no real intentions of doing much except just trying to figure out how I was going to operate myself and figure myself out mentally and who I really was as a person and what to do. During that time, I didn't quit streaming. Almost 3 years, I didn't stop. All this time trying to focus about my hormones, all that sort of things, and wondering about insurances, doctors, how I'm going to get my medications, etc. And then, I'm here now, in a garage, in a home in the middle of nowhere, not a lot of money in my account, close to broke. And I still have a lot of my very good friends that I cherish. I still have a lot of very nice people that I care about in my life. And I am excited to see what the future holds. Because I don't want to give up. Nor will I. I put too much time, sweat, tears, blood, whatever into this. It's short. It's small. It's slowly inclining. But, you know, it's mine. And it's thanks to friends and people that I've known along the way who have helped me build it. And I know there's a lot of things that I do intend to do and finish and whatever, but I just see this as a way of expressing myself and allowing for myself to have an outlet. And I'm very grateful there's a lot of people that like what I do. I am very happy that a lot of people like my ideas, my ways of thinking. I'm a very simple person, man. I have my troubles like everybody else. I don't ask for a lot. So I'll probably continue to be all of these things for a little bit, but I am definitely improving myself. Thank you, Travis. And now I'm at a point in my life where I had just turned 27. Nine to 10 years out of high school. About 9 years or so, almost 10 years. And I know I'm not supposed to have it figured out for a long time. If I was going to make mistakes, if I was going to try things, if I was going to experiment with things, now is the time to do it. My 20s is a time to experiment and find who I am. But with my 30s coming up and stuff, and I'm still gonna keep at it with this. Just gotta keep being hard, you know, on myself sometimes. Not too much. I will continue to do a lot of really good things. At least I hope so. I have a lot of friends now who do a lot of cool shit that I really enjoy. Making cool shit is fun and I really enjoy it. I feel like I have a skill that'll let me do a lot of stuff in my life. Although it's in its infancy technically with the way I do my work. I'm doing it at my pace. I don't want to rush. Rushing stresses me out. Sorry for the sniffles, by the way. Allergies. Thank you, Viceroy. Thank you for the birthdays, Realm Walker. Good night, Flan. But yeah, no, I think about that time a lot in front of my high school. I think about my past a lot. There's a lot of me that still lives in the past. There's still a ton of me that wishes that I can change a lot about it. A lot of moments where I wasn't thinking. I've met a lot of people who have held my best interests, who meant everything to me, who were everything to me, And then eventually it just stopped. I agree, Travis. I think we just go at our own pace. Thank you for the biddies, Learian. Thank you, love, and the hugs. Hi, Chungus. I think about life a lot. Maybe it's a waste of time sometimes to be thinking about myself, but I'm sure it's pretty common for people to just sit and look back on what they did with their life so far. A lot of the times it doesn't even feel like my childhood happened. It almost feels like it was a completely different person. Because in a way it was. It felt like yesterday, but at the same time it was so long ago. And then if I start thinking of like the grand scheme of things, it could have very well just been yesterday. This time that I have here is very limited. And I gotta make do with what I can while I have to. Make a lot of friends. Make cool stuff. Connect with others. I am the kind of person that really likes to connect with someone on a more personal level. I like just having a good time. I never like bringing any moods down or feeling like I've ruined anything. But I know I don't. Unless I just say something wrong, which I usually do. Sometimes my mouth runs before I think about it. But yeah. I think about life a lot. I think about the struggles that I've gone through over the last year. And so far 2025 has sucked. As a whole, 2025 kind of blows. But there's still time to change that. And I think things were starting to finally come around for me. Up until a month and a half ago, things have felt so low. Then things were starting to reach a really good high. And now that they've reached a good high, I've got some news that have made it feel like a low again, and I don't know if it's going to really happen or not. So there's a general panic as to what I'm going to do in the future, whether or not I have to do some rash actions in terms of living or figuring out how to continue streaming. And make those lows into highs again. I really cannot wait for the day where I can make myself totally independent. Where I can make myself feel like I've got it. Like, where I feel like I'm structurally stable. Like, there are people that I went to high school with, dude, that are doctors, lawyers, people that I knew who have it figured out. Some of them have families. I just don't feel like that's my path. I'm still very young. I'm not very old. I'm still very, very young. Maybe not very, very young, but I'm young. Still, though, I could definitely take some accomplishments into knowing that there's a bunch of things that I was able to do. I've been able to effectively make, like, over 10 VTuber animated shorts. Although there would be a hell of a lot more if I'd have just buckled down to doing more, but I focused on other things and other projects. I've made a lot of really good, art pieces lately. I've been able to connect with people that I've looked up to for a while. I think me and my close circle of friends has never been tighter. And, I think it's been good. Sure, things aren't the worst right now. They could very well be worse. They could be bad. Things right now could be even more bad. Hey, hi Hayes, thank you for the raid. Hi everybody, we're just kind of talking about life stuffs. I hope you had a great stream, lovely. Playing Elden Ring Night Rain, nice. Yeah, Elden Ring's great. If you need any after stream care, please don't hesitate to do so, but we're just kind of relaxing today. So feel free if you would like to just sit back and listen. Or if you gotta do any after stream care, please don't hesitate to do so. Nice. Very, very nice. You know what I think? I think that as a VTuber, as a creator, I think if I was able to get to a point where some people who I look up to the most were able to effectively recognize me enough to just say hi. Like if my hero was to just say hi to me and liked my work, I think that would be the highlight of my entire career. I think that would be my peak point. I would never want to stay stagnant. Of course, I'd want to keep going for higher goals, higher projects, higher everything. As it should be. At the same time, I think that would be the best. I love my community. There's a lot of people who like what I do, and I'm grateful for that. There's a lot of people who appreciate the stuff that I do, and I love them for it. Coming out of high school and college, I had no idea what the hell stream etiquette was, or how to make overlays or anything. I didn't know how to do any of that. It's all honestly so very strange. Thank you, Travis. I know a lot of people feel the same way I do, where they feel kind of stuck. They either got one thing but not the other. I always want to make good impressions too. I always want to make sure that I'm having a good time. I'm doing good. Doing well. Make sure my friends are okay. And make sure that everybody gets a chance to live and live well. There's not much I can do, but I do like to be there for them. I think it's gotten even to the point where there are some times where I can't even play a game off stream because I feel too guilty. I feel like I'm not putting in enough work. Lately it's been doing better though, with VR chat and Final Fantasy, even Elden Ring at one point. I don't know what happened, dude. It's been 2.5 years and I've seen so many people come and gone. 2.5 years of me being a VTuber. I've seen so many VTubers graduate. People that have been online for a lot longer than I have retire. I gotta say, I'm kind of tired of living in historical events. There's so many things that have happened in my lifetime. And although they may not be as humongous as a lot of other previous generations before, I could definitely say these last 20 years have been fucking crazy. $20 years ago, I was 7 years old. I remember what I was doing when I was 7, dude. I was sitting in front of my parents' fucking TV watching Billy and Mandy playing with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And part of me feels like there's still parts of me when I was a kid that have lingered to this day. It's so fucking crazy. Dude, think of it this way. 10 years have gone by like that. And they're still not done, yeah, but 10 years practically have gone by like that. Within the snap of a finger, dude. Just 10 years gone. It went 10 years to go from 20 to 30. Another 10 years are gonna snap and be gone. And I'm gonna be fucking 40. Another 10 more years, I'll be 50. Can you believe that? Looking at everything in 10-year intervals is scary. 10 years is... it's a lot of time, yeah, but it can go so fucking quickly. I agree, Travis. I think just trying to be better than your past self is certainly the best option. Just trying to make sure that you're doing alright and you're doing better than your old you. I think that's what's important. Yeah, freak. it's a surreal feeling. Like, I'm not 30 yet, yeah, but it's just weird to think about, you know? Congrats on the 5-year-old kid, by the way. I know one day I'd want to be a parent. I just don't know when. I gotta be able to take care of myself first. I feel like I need to step up my game a lot. I feel like there's a lot that I need to do, and there's a lot of things that need to be done. He's so cool. He's been building statues in Minecraft lately. That's awesome. Building statues in Minecraft, dude. That's sweet. I'm 34 and a single parent of a 13-year-old, and I don't feel like an adult a lot of the times. And it be like that, man. It do. Damn, I didn't think about that. If I would have had a kid at 21, at 34, 13 years old, my mom and I are gapped the same way. My mom had me when she was 20 or 19. No, she was 20, because my brother was born 2 years prior. It's neat, dude. The concept of time is so interesting sometimes. There's so many things I still want to do. Yeah, yeah. My parents, I don't know how my parents did it, dude. Yeah, just keeps marching on. Next thing you know, by the time my parents were 35, they've had 4 of us. I still remember my mom's 30th birthday. Like it was yesterday. They called it her over the hill party. And in 3 years, it'll be my 30th birthday. I never really took the time to think about it, because usually you're like, oh, I got plenty of time before I'm old. And I'm still like that. But I didn't expect to be in my 30s, or close to my 30s, yet. And that's so freaky to think about. And there's nothing wrong with being in your 30s, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Like, I am excited to be like a late 30s, early 40s kind of person, because I can reach MILF status. But sometimes I feel like I didn't get to do too much in my 20s. Hi, Rinji. I feel like I've done a lot with my 20s. I certainly have. I did a lot with my teens, too. But I never really did what I wanted to during my 20s. I mean, I did. I just focused on streaming and other things that I didn't think I was going to focus on, rather than what I had wanted as a kid. I know it's part of growing up, but I don't know, I guess it's just making peace with that. You're right, Maestro. What 35-year-old me is gonna look back on to 27-year-old me is that I was probably even more so an idiot, and that I had learned a lot since then. I know there's gonna be a lot more troubles and a lot more good things coming in the future. But sometimes, man, it feels like the weight is just too much. Sometimes the weight feels a lot. Yeah, that's true, Maestro. Less experienced. I know there's a lot of things about myself that I don't want to do. There's a lot of things in my life that I don't want to go down. So I do know that. That's a good thing. There's a lot of good things I want to pursue, that I want to try out. Yeah. It's like, I know life can be very hard, and I definitely don't have the worst of it. But sometimes, man, it can be really rough. But you're right. It's about sticking to your guns, getting up again. You know, if you really, really want something, you need to put in the time, the effort to earn it. And time being so valuable, trading that for something that I really want one day may be worth it. So I'm putting a lot of the time, a lot of the hours in now. Because now's the time to do it. When I see streamers or creators or whatever blow up from creation or content creation or fame, fortune, whatever, a lot of the times people get fed by their ego. People get fed by their success, and then when things go south, a lot of them don't know what to do. A lot of them do pick themselves back up, prepare for things, seek advice, seek help, advisement for a lot of these things for continuing their career. A lot of them are great people. And, you know, it's nice and all, but sometimes the struggle does help build character. Going through the problems and the problem solving in the midst of everything, it helps you know what you truly want, what you're working for, what you're doing, who you're doing it for, why you're doing it. And I've seen plenty of narcissistic people who have bent over backwards just to get their, you know, whatever they're working for together. That's why I think some chefs, even though they're assholes, some of them earn their right to be assholes because they put in the blood, sweat, and tears into it. And if they're making me damn good food, they can call me a shithead all they want. As long as I get to eat their great food, I'm happy. But it doesn't hurt to be nice too. Live and learn. Sonic did not say this. Over time it began to spiral in the head. Things went wrong. Yeah. Agreed, Renji. I often think sometimes mentally that I'm a ticking time bomb too, bro. But after seeing the signs for it, I took action. I'm still taking action. There's still so much with me that needs to be handled, figured out. Kindness is, yeah. For a lot of people, manners don't exist anymore. I was raised to have manners. I was raised to be respectful, to be self-conscious about my decisions sometimes, and that's one thing my parents that I'm grateful about, is being able to have those manners. I agree, Maestro. Slowly over time, I think being able to have more and more friends, having that support, the kindness, the love, the care from others, it really helps me spark inspiration, learn things. It helps me keep going. It's never a bad thing to ask for help. Although it may be embarrassing sometimes, sure. I'm a very prideful person. A lot of the times I'll refuse a gift, or I'll refuse money from somebody, or I'll refuse help because I feel the need to prove to myself that I need to do it myself. My goal is to be independent, and in order to do that, continuously taking help feeds the loop, and mentally I keep thinking that every time I take that loop, my patterns just repeat with different things added in the mix. I do enjoy reading. And true, Travis, I do. I have people who genuinely love me and care for me. It's always best to stay strong and then make sure that you do keep going with things. It's always the what if, you know? Because I won't lie, I won't say too much, but I've had moments in the past where it's like, what if? But like, what if, what's going to happen in 5 years? What's going to happen in 2 years? What's going to happen in 10 years? In half a year, I've met so many great people. I've made so many friends. In half a year. Not even a half a year. You know, and it's stuff like that helps me a lot. The unfair advantage. You know, Maestro, that does sound nice. Let me screenshot that real quick, actually. Thank you. It's stuff like that, man. I almost feel like I have to be deranged sometimes to make it. Crazy. Do crazy shit. Say crazy things. Become a part of something crazy. When in reality, I'm trying to figure out what's the best step for me. Like a lot of other people. Yeah. A lot of the times, I feel like I have to kind of conform to a lot of things. But I'm the kind of person that just likes doing things my way. And it's like, why not? You know, some things may work this way, some things may work this way, but why can't I do things this way? Thank you, Maestro. I think this is a point in my life where, personally, I'm trying my absolute damnedest to just figure myself out. I still don't truly know what I want out of life. All I know is I want to take it one day at a time and figure things out. I'm constantly thinking of the future. Thinking of what's next. You know, who am I gonna meet? What am I gonna do? What fun am I gonna have? What sadness is there? What bad times are coming? What great times are coming? And that shit keeps me up at night. It's like, it's random, you know? I guess it's trying to find structure and order in some things that feel random. I don't know. Let's do some brainstorming. What do you feel you want out of streaming content creation? To be honest, it kind of goes back to how I started. When I started, I had the same group of friends. I had a lot of the same people that I hung out with before, and don't get me wrong, I loved them. But me and the other hadn't really hung out a lot. Me and my family were very distant. Me and my roommates were very distant. You know, some of my friends had spouses or had others with them to hang out and do things. But even though I had times to hang out with them, I have always felt alone. And it was that desperation to want to make a friend that led me to doing some research where I would watch some Vtubers, because I knew it was a thing. I knew being a Vtuber was a thing. I just didn't think anything of it. And then getting the time and the chance to make something out of myself that is like that. It's like a character, you know. I would go to work watching VTubers and figuring things out, and they would have managers, all this sort of stuff. And then I managed to make my very first model, and, you know, I designed it. You know, went on vacation for the New Year's. Before I left, I had scribbled on a piece of paper, going to Florida, to Disney, to Epcot, and then we went to a nice little, like, loft, a pool. It was pretty nice, but I brought my half-ass setup down there with my computer and my one monitor, and I would draw pictures on my phone and post them on my TikTok or where the fuck. of my new character that I had just created. And we were doing a bunch of different scenarios and stuff, and then it got to the point where we were walking around Epcot Center in the giant circle around the world walk. I had several apple ciders. I ate at the German restaurant and had 2 full pints of dark beer. And I ended up getting a strawberry vodka mixed drink, because there was a lot of clubs there in Epcot. And when it came time to watch the fireworks, my mother and father, my grandmother, all watched me struggle to move and shimmy, and I was behind them, but I was giggling, laughing, having a great time just by myself. My dad was like, just, leave them be. My mom would be like, they're making a little bit of noise, but not a lot, just want to make sure that they're okay. So I moved over to the railing with them, and the second the lights dimmed and New Year's happened, I looked up and I began to cry. I felt like for a moment I sobered up, and I whispered to myself that I want my wish to be that I make one new friend. My dad had to help me drunkenly walk out of Epcot, but it was good. It was fun. I wasn't too disruptive or anything. And then that year proceeded to be one of the most confusing and strangest years of my life. I went back to my apartment. I started streaming with my new model that I made myself. Made my own lore, drew pictures, etc. I did all of those things. I met Yomi, who wasn't even a VTuber yet. I met a couple of my VTuber friends. Some of them weren't even VTubers, and they would just watch me stream. Yomi was one of those. And when she was starting out doing her thing, she became one of my first collabs ever. She's an angel, really. She was one of my true first connections doing this, and it was like that for a bunch of other people. Eventually, I found somebody who was very smart, very nice, very calculative, and they became my manager. I ended up becoming a part of a potential VTuber group where we, in the background and in secret, had put up all this sorts of stuff, all this shit for like a website, everything, while I was making friends and doing my stuff in the background, trying to make sure that my numbers were growing and that all of my stuff was properly boosting and going over analytics, going over games, going over trends, going over everything. That was the hardest point, I think, in my VTuber career, that I worked the absolute hardest. I would get up for meetings. I would oversleep meetings. I would oversleep a lot on the meetings because I was so busy the night before. I essentially worked myself to the bone as an industry streamer, and I wasn't even one. I ended up getting my first 1,000 followers. It was a really big event. I ended up moving down to Florida. I would stream in a closet. I would stream in a room. I had a lot of privacy for a lot of times. There was so much that I had done. I had made a lot of money those next few months being in Florida. I met some people who I wish I'd never met. I've met people who have harmed me. I've met those who I don't think ill of, and I do wish that they're doing better in their lives. But I don't want anything to do with them. And then struggles with the family happened while I was in Florida, and I primarily put all of my time, energy, and focus into streaming, and then I started dating, and then part of my energy went towards that, and then all this situation happened with my family, and went back to Florida, or from Florida after 2 years of hard grinding, hard talking with friends, hard meetings, staying up for so long. Oh yeah. And get this, for all of you who don't know me from when I first started, my mentality was to just stream as long as I possibly could. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. There was so much footage of me just streaming. I have a screenshot of it somewhere, but I streamed every single day, almost non-stop, apart from like maybe a day or so or in between breaks, of just constant streaming for months. It's how I broke through a lot of my walls. I wanted to be like a radio show essentially, or a 24-hour station that everybody could watch, that everybody could come and check out. And it worked for a little while. I just wasn't putting content out on YouTube or anything, and poor Stas, 100-hour stream on top of 100-hour stream on top of 100-hour stream. It was during this time when I was at Florida that I met Swivels, one of my best friends now, who me and him bonded instantly over playing Fortnite, Lego, and talking about a bunch of shit. Swivels has been my support system for a lot of things. A lot of my friends have helped me through a lot of my mental struggles, but if there's one person who has sat there and heard me spill my guts, it was Swivels and Vaughn. Nowadays, I've told Swivels things that I've never told another soul. And I'm grateful for that. You know, and then after I was back in PA trying to figure things out, I was in a small dingy garage in my grandmother's house just trying to figure out how I was going to stream. God, the audio quality was so ass. But it worked for a little bit. I met Oshio during that time. At that point, I didn't have a manager anymore. I didn't want to see them again. And although I didn't want to see them again, I do still hope they're doing okay. If I could talk to that person again, I wish I could. But I don't think I could. I don't think I'd be able to handle it. And then I moved out of a garage in my old state somewhere else. I moved north, lived there for 6 months, had a lot of unforgettable experiences. I had times where I felt like I was at my mental point of lows, and a lot of the times I felt so high that I could do anything. It was thanks to the comfortable place that I lived, the person I lived with, and the people that were supporting me during that time. It felt like the best time ever, and I was so grateful for it. And then things went south. Personal things happened. And I had to move. And during that time of feeling low, I have essentially made myself a made myself mentally shut down. I continued streaming. I took a lot of breaks. I took a lot of time to think. I worked harder on the re-debut to make sure that worked somewhat okay. There's still a ton of stuff with that I have to finish. There's so much that had happened. And then during that time, I just thought a lot. And up until a couple months ago, I ended up talking with a bunch of wonderful new people who have made me feel welcome, who have made me feel like I have people to talk to. I know that me and some of these people, our friendships are in their infancy, and I haven't begun to talk about personal things with a lot of them. But for a couple of them I have. And, you know, I don't feel like I'm as connected with some of my friends that I started VTubing with. I feel like friendship BK, it's not really a thing, right? Like, I know and understand that everybody's doing their thing. But I feel like there's a lot of times where I feel like I'm forgotten. These new wonderful groups of people who have given me a chance to be myself around them. It fills my heart to know that I'm able to do that. And I love it. It's been very, very good. I've been able to express myself more. I've been able to break down my walls more, to socialize more. Think about what I really want and pursue what I want. To do things my way and to do things in a way that others don't. I know that there's people that will come and go. There's a lot of people out there who you'll meet for a week and then they're gone. I know it's kind of part of the whole plan or the whole business of things or whatever, but I know that's just kind of how it is. Maintaining those connections is important too, so it's definitely a good thing to do that. I just feel grateful. I feel very grateful that I've been able to effectively heal from that, heal from troubles that I've had by being accepted and feeling like I could put my walls down again around people. And I guess leading up to the question of what I seek now in content creation is I want to continue to meet more people. I want to continue to meet more people like me who make cool stuff, who like my stuff, who I can make other things for, and I'm so grateful just to be around such greatness. And I'm excited for the future, dude. I'm excited for more walls to break down. I'm really excited to excel in my animations. I'm excited to continue streaming and to make sure that I have a good time. Hi, crew. Good to see you. Thank you for the follow, Cirque. Yeah, I kind of went down a rabbit hole a little bit, but that's what I want these whisper times to be. I want these whisper times for me to like explain my thoughts and how I'm feeling, and you know, how I've been feeling over this last week, these last couple months, to be honest. I was so broken in February, dude. I was. Swivels, without going into too much detail, saved my life. And in doing so, I found a new lease on myself and a new way to want to improve who I am. And since then, I've been doing my best. Were there blows? Yeah. Were there highs? Certainly. And I know that's not going to stop, but, you know. Thanks, you guys. These sorts of talks mean a lot to me. I like to be transparent. I don't have anything to hide. I like to talk about my feelings while keeping things incredibly personal, you know, still personal. I like to let know others that I'm okay. And that I'm doing okay and will continue to do okay. You guys are cool. You guys giving me the most valuable resource that you could ever give me, which is your time. I couldn't be more grateful. You guys giving me your time is invaluable. So I'm very lucky to have you guys. Thank you, crew. I'm blessed to know you. These last few weeks have been so fun, having you, Sonic, having you guys around, and it's been so nice. I'm so grateful, and I cannot wait to see what more stuff you do, what all of you do. And I'm always going to be able to share with you guys. I promise these Whispering Wyvern segments, or whatever you want to call them, where I kind of spill the beans or spill my mind, I promise they're mainly going to be ways for me to just kind of express myself and talk about how I'm feeling and how I'm feeling about streaming. It's kind of like an after hours, I guess. You know, and there's so much that has happened on my journey of being a VTuber, and I know for a lot of people it's like, haha, lol, a cartoon character on screen all the time. A lot of the time, there's a lot of effort, dude. Not a lot of people understand that there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of tech, there's a lot of software, there's a lot of art, there's a lot of checking analytics, there's a lot of making sure that everything is working, making sure that everything is up and running, talking with people, maintaining friendships, maintaining work ethic, maintaining my stream ethic, maintaining my community, maintaining my Discord. You know, although I don't do a lot of it day by day, it can be a lot sometimes. Still, it's worth it. I don't think I've ever had something in my life I've ever been so dedicated to. Not even my animation career, even though streaming has been technically an outlet for that too. this has been such a great way for me to be me. And it's gotten so much to the point that it's all that I do that even my parents, my folks, everyone in my family, even my grandmother knows what I do. They know the things that I say because sometimes my shorts end up on their feeds. Like, they all know that I'm doing this, and they all know that I'm trying my best, that I'm working hard, that I do treat it like a job. My mother gives me, I think, the most respect. Because it is. It's something that is in its infancy still. I've only been streaming as a VTuber for 2.5 years. It feels like it's been way longer. It feels like it's been way, way longer. I guess it doesn't help that I had attempted to be an IRL streamer before in the past. But being a VTuber, man, has been... it's been insane. And I can't wait to meet and interact with so many more cool people. I think that's the one thing I'm looking forward to the absolute most. And when I mean the absolute most, I mean it. I think the one thing out of being a streamer, the most, for my future, is just getting to meet so many cool people. So many personalities, so many designs, so many stories to tell, so many livelihoods, so many people going through their own troubles, their own highs, their goods, their bads. And I'm just one person. There's a ton of other personalities out there. There's a lot of great people out there who give a shit, who care about their craft and what they're doing. And I'm excited to meet them. It makes me smile and laugh at the thought that I could be sitting at the table with someone who's worked on something for months, who's put a lot of effort into something that they genuinely care about and love, and I think that's fucking cool. I think anyone that's able to take the time to put in that kind of effort and passion into something deserves all the attention. You're right. I love that. I love having a good time. I love making sure that everybody is okay and that everybody is feeling okay. I like to make sure that everybody is feeling nice, feeling stable, feeling good. I've said before that I have a lot of love to give, and I meant it. I really, really, really want people to know that they can do it. And if I can do the stuff that I've done, then you sure as hell can. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna want to tell you to stop, or that are gonna want to tell you that you can't do it because they're ashamed, or they've given up, or they see what you're doing and they can't do what you do. So I think kind of like what the lead singer of the Black Veil Brides band says, I think, you know, with him being successful in everything, his driving force was just to prove everybody who doubted him wrong. And I think that's all you need. I think I want to prove to the people who think that I don't deserve things, to the people who hate me, and the people who think that I don't deserve love and care, that bad things should happen to me, or that all this other negative shit. I want to prove them wrong. And I want to prove to them that I can make great friends. I can make cool shit and do cool stuff. And I can totally maintain it. I'll be able to make something out of myself and I'll do it my way. I think that's a good driving force for me. Thank you, Freak. Thank you, Rinji, Loki, Shinku, Vice, Jungus. We all work hard. Although, even though my channel's my work, that's my baby. That's what I've been nourishing for 2.5 years. For other people, you have other things that you care about and cherish. For some people, it's hobbies. For some people, it's children. You have these things and you would give your blood, sweat, and tears for them. You would give your life for these things that you've worked so hard to nourish. And although they may be different in stature and meanings, all these sorts of things, there's still something that you care about, that you put a lot of time into, and that you love, bro. You love that shit. So you're gonna continue to do that. And do it in a way that everybody is okay. That makes sense? Oh, it's okay, Shinku. Hey, it's totally okay. I know everybody's going through a rough spot. Everybody's going through something. A lot of people are going through shit that is life-threatening. A lot of people can go through shit that involves their mental health, and it's awful stuff. But that's why we're here to help. You know, if you do feel like you need it, please seek help. That's what I did. Make sure that you're taken care of and that you're healthy. You're doing your thing. Find something in your life that you enjoy and that you love and adore, and don't ever let it go. Yeah. I've started with viewers being 1, 2, 3 for the longest time. I've had 10 for the longest time. I've had 50 for the longest time. There was even a week or so where I've had like 50 or 60 average, then 20 average, then 30 average. Shit's going to happen. Waves are just part of the process. And, you know, as long as you don't give up, eventually you'll get there. Thank you, Green. You're all lovely. You're all wonderful people. Really. I think there's a quote that I've been keeping since my first college. Arnold Schwarzenegger had said this, and it stuck with me. And sure, it's one of those cheesy motivational lines, sure, but it legitimately has helped me. And that's, you cannot climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pocket and without going up. Without going up, there's no progress. Without the effort, you're not making your way up. And without your hands and means to do so, you're not going anywhere. All in the context of what you're passionate about. That's true. Arnold did said, when I'm in the gym working out, I'm coming in the morning, I'm coming during the day, and I'm coming every day and night. I do love that clip. Yeah, it is hard. It's going to be hard, but you know, if I can do it, I know you guys can do it. Undead and yet the most real empathy. Thank you. I I just want to continue to make new friends. I want to continue to stream. I just want to play shit that I think is cool. And I want to make shit that I think is cool. What's that, Rinji? I want to play a lot more older games. Playing Azura's Wrath the other night really spoke to me. That a lot of people really loved the game. Loved that me and my friends commented on it. Loved the energy behind it. I really, really liked that. It was a lot of fun. We beat it in one sitting. And I would love to do it again with another game. Maybe we can make Fridays those days. Fridays could be the days where we find something that's really cool. We bring in all the homies and we play something, or I play a story game. And we all commentate on it. Something, do something. Brutal Legend, I have. I was actually gonna play it one of these days. I was gonna play it one of the days last week, actually, spur of the moment. I played it when it came out. It was one of the first 360 games I had 100%. I'd played the demo a shit ton before the game, before I was able to get the game. In fact, my raid message, I have all of the solos, and they were all going to be my sound redeems for stream alerts. But when my raid message is, that's my raid alert sound. We did a playthrough for the channel about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and my shit disconnected halfway through the playthrough because it was really bad and storming. So one of these evenings we'll do, you know what, maybe we can do Brutal Legend this Friday. A full playthrough of Brutal Legend, a game from 2008 that I can play with my friends that is easily streamable because it's actually on Steam, not like Azura's Wrath. It's from Treasure Planet movie. Yeah, I love Treasure Planet. You listen to me, James Hawkins. You got the makings of greatness in you, but you got to take the helm and chart your own course. Stick to it no matter the squalls. And when the time comes, you get the chance to really test the cut of your sails and show that you're what you're made of. I'm hoping I'm there, catching some of the light coming off you that day. Yeah, Rinji, that shit hits. That shit is really good. We watched Treasure Planet for movie night one night. We should, Swivels, you know what I think we should do? I think because we have a lot more new people in the community, we should do some reruns. We should have a night where we rewatch Treasure Planet. We can rewatch an anime of some kind, other movies. We need to rerun Emperor's New Groove. And we need to rerun Emperor's New Groove, and we never watched Monsters, Inc., I don't think. Oh, Ice Age. Atlantis, yes. We watched Atlantis like 3 and 4 months ago or something. So I'll tell you what. We'll make a post. I'll make a post sometime next week. I think next week is anime night. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a rerun night where we choose Ice Age, Emperor's New Groove. We'll choose all of those in order. Atlantis, I love Atlantis. We still need to watch Pirates of the Caribbean 1 at one point. Treasure Planet. Yeah, the raid sound was from I had to talent to describing 2000s to early 2010 games, and yes, playing them certainly helps. But you're fair and critiques and praise in equal parts. Thank you. Yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia goggles for a lot of games, but there were a ton of games back in the day that really bugged the shit out of me with some mechanics and the way that they worked and flowed. Gotta put your big boy pants on. This is the last chart inside of Atlantis. God, I love Atlantis. God, I love Atlantis. Should we watch Atlantis first? What should we do? Should we watch Cusco? Cusco's Poison? We can watch Cusco's Poison next. I don't know. We'll have everyone vote for rerun night. or actually, we'll just, whatever order that everyone votes in is the order we'll have them be for like the coming up like movie nights and stuff. So like if Ice Age is second, we'll do Ice Age after Atlantis, or vice versa, you know. It's above. Yeah, I agree. Early 2000s animated movies were great. Tomorrow for Cartoon Day though, we're watching Chowder, and I'm very, very excited for it, dude. I'm very excited. Maybe we pick a day to start like 2 and watch 2 or 3. You know, Swivels, that wouldn't be a bad idea. We could start movie nights on nights where it's like, instead of starting at 7, we do let's see, just because some movies might have 2 to 3 hour watch time, so we'll have to plan ahead so we can do 5 p.m, maybe 4 p.m, and do 2 movies. I think a back-to-back feature would be really sweet. Swivels is spitting facts. You're blessed for having a great community. It took a lot of time to refine a lot of the community, dude. We've had so many people who have tried to manipulate. We've had so many people that have tried to bring other people with them. We have tried... Excuse me. We've had so many awful, awful people before that we've managed to get rid of and keep the community healthy. When I watched James Carl Cameron's Avatar sit in the theater, this was just retelling of Disney's Atlantis. You know what? It kind of is. Hi, Allie. How you doing, lovely? I'm doing great. A lot of talks about a lot of good stuffs. I think these Wyvern Whisper nights are going to be nights where, like, I just kind of bullshit about the week I've had and how I'm feeling, that sort of thing, you know? Yes, you do. Even if it halts your growth, like, we're in 18+ space, we make a lot of sex jokes, we can't have minors in the community, people have to watch what they post. Sometimes some posts could be too much, too offensive, too raunchy, whatever. And we're sometimes very generous with rules. We'll be like, hey, like, we'll give a warning, 2 warning, and then after the 3rd time, you know, you're just gone. Realistically speaking, we've had people who would join the Discord, we would have to, and they would join the Discord, post something really fucking out of pocket, like really out of pocket, and then we'd have to be like, dude, you just got here and you're already getting a warning, don't do that. And they'd be like, I did nothing wrong, leaves Discord or does it again, and then we just ban them. Yeah, it just happens. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, true. Drinking apple punch, nice. Where's the Discord? If we do !Discord, you can join it. As a mod myself, I understand. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It happens all the time. Travis, it really is crazy. And I know, here's the thing, there are times where, like, you'll make a mistake, you'll post something that you shouldn't have, that you probably weren't thinking about it, and it's totally okay. We still have to give a warning, maybe 2, maybe even 3, but if we have to give warnings and stuff, you know, even for people that have been around in the community a long time, you're still more than welcome to join the Twitch streams, the YouTube streams. We can't bend the rules too much, otherwise other people will, you know, they'll be like, why didn't I get that, you know? Special treatment stuffs. And I feel bad about that sometimes. I was cringe for going into GC and asking people to roll D12. I still cringe at it, but hey, it happens. I could probably tell you a lot of funny stories about that kind of stuff sometimes. It happens. You know? And it breaks my heart sometimes. But, you know. And I understand there's a lot of people that join the stream and they move on to find another streamer they really enjoy, because there's a ton of other streamers out there that I love and that I really enjoy watching. Like, okay guys, are you ready? I'm about to gush about my Oshi. Are you ready? Zentreya is a perfect example. When I became a VTuber, one of the first peeps that I had seen was Zen. And I watched a lot of her earlier streams when she was using her 3D Gecko model. Only just casually seeing like a VR chat like stream or two, like very casual. Like that's when I was first discovering about VTubers, but that was it. There was like nothing else behind that or beyond that. But I really started watching her during the Gecko times. And then that's when I took a break from watching her and focused a lot on my stuff and then watched her casually. I think when there's a day when I'm feeling really low, or when there's a day where I'm feeling destroyed, I don't feel good, I feel like everything is crumbling around me, or I feel like things just aren't working out, I'll turn on Zen's stream and it will light up my day. They're funny, they're great. She's so full of energy and humor, and I like that she just kidnaps her friends to play games. I think that's really cool, and it's relatable. She did things her way. Zen is here now where she's at because of her friends, her supporters, those who have given the strength and, you know, the support, and her own strength. You know, it's insane how courageous she is, and, you know, I'll always look up to her because she did it her way. And even though she was a part of a company and stuff like that and whatnot, she still did things her way. And I know I can do it too. I just gotta do it my way. I gotta work hard and, you know, improve myself and not give up. Make sure to make some funny stuff that everyone enjoys. Have a good time. Feel out the moments where we're all doing well and just laughing and enjoying each other's company. It's in those moments that I want to share it with everybody and let everybody know that I feel good about what I do. And then I can do it. I can do that. I can do it my way. I just need to not give up on it, you know? Hell yeah. Good night, Allie. I can say that about a lot of other streamers too. So like Neanners. Dude, Neanners is another one of the streamers where every time I put on a video or something, I laugh my ass off. I laugh like a motherfucker. Like, Neann's humor is insane, absolutely crazy, and I fuck with it so hard, bro. Like like she genuinely makes me bust a gut, bro. Her and Ethel both. They're so fucking funny. It's so good. Hi, Brisky. Brisket. Yeah. The Say So cover is really good. Snake Eater too. I feel it when I whisper. I see you when I close my eyes. God, dude, now I'm thinking about salt baking and brisket. Oh, dude. All that fucking juicy fat rendering all over that tasty succulent meat that is medium rare and cooked to perfection with salt seasonings laid to smoke all night long, being cooked next to a big slab of pork belly. properly shaved vinaigrette seasonings with a salt bake top. We'll have to sit in the oven or the air fryer for an hour to 30 minutes. Crust. Completely crusty. That salt, you shake it off and move it. You smoothen it out. You put more vinegar on top and then you put it back that nice salty bitch in the oven and then you pull it out and it just fucking melts in your mouth. Okay, I need to stop now. I'm getting hungry again. Sorry. I'm very passionate about meat. I agree. Yeah, dude, I've noticed there's a theme in every Nian video where she just makes a joke about piss and shit. It's so funny. I'm sorry, I know this is Wyvern Whispers and I'm raising my voice a little because it's making me laugh. But yeah. I do want to do more Wyvern Whispers. We could make this an every Wednesday thing if you guys really wanted to. I want to start doing that, having things in a routine where like Wednesdays is like Wyvern Whisper Wednesdays or something. But then again, I don't want to hold that down when I'm feeling like a game out or something. I like feeling very free flowy, you know? But that's just me. Yeah. And this thing with poop and piss and I don't understand it. Yeah, I personally don't understand the piss tuber thing. I have a couple of friends who are like, I'm a piss tuber, this is a piss tuber, like and I'm like, I guess the joke is that you're just covered in fucking urine or something. You're covered in piss. And that's funny. It's like fart jokes. Haha, pee pee. Haha, pee pee poo poo. Haha. Covered in piss. Yeah, bro. What do you guys think about these sorts of talks? I can usually talk about like games and what I'm feeling throughout the week and whatnot, but like sometimes I like to get a little emotional with these types of streams. They're actually super nice. In a way, it's kind of helping me vent a little bit. Not only did it help me talk about things that I was going through, but it helped me talk about some of my inspirations and kind of put it on record. So I think these are really good streams to have whenever I need to just kind of let loose how I'm feeling. In a more personal way, but in a way that it doesn't reveal too much, you know? Oh, you guys love this? Nice. Live off them. I like to have deep discussions. I know I can be silly pee pee poo poo, haha, silly pee pee, haha, lamau, pee pee poo poo, haha, funny sex. But I legitimately, I have my struggles like everybody else. I do. I have my own problems, my own issues, my own things, my own ways of thinking, and a lot of the times it's not healthy to bottle that up. So I like to talk to you guys about that because I know everybody is going through it. I know everybody's going through it. And you know, I used to think that I wanted to build a community of people who felt like ghosts. A community of people who felt like, you know, they were the ones in the back of the classroom, or the people who felt like they didn't have a place, who you can come here and you feel like you're at peace. You don't have to feel like you're gonna be judged. You don't have to feel like someone's gonna be like, ill or gross, you know, like hardcore, you know? And I like that people are able to be in the Discord and say good morning wish everybody a great day, wishing everybody that they stay safe. I love that. That's exactly what I want in a community. I want people to be able to wake up in the mornings, to know the differences between, serious and silly and fun, being able to share cool things with one another and to be around one another. Be able to share your interests, your hobbies without fear of judgment. You can be you. Of course, there are limits to those things when it comes to, legitimacy. You really don't want to be saying bad stuff. We're a place of safety. Obviously, you can make silly jokes and memes and stuff, and even some dirty jokes. That's fine with me. But I think the best thing about it is everybody knows where the line is. Everybody knows where to draw that line. And I love that. So I'm grateful for all of you. Really. I think the last 2.5 years of you guys sitting here with me, and it doesn't matter if you're new or if you're old or whatever, I'm grateful to have you, man. I legitimately feel like I can have a beer with all of y'all and just kind of like raise a toast to you guys. We're hearing about what goes out of your head is only a sharing better friend to you, but it keeps connecting as a streamer. I agree, Crusader. Wow, I haven't called you Crusader in a little bit. Usually I just say Crew. I agree, Crew. I completely do. Funny sex like testing out his stand-up. What's going on? Yeah. Hells yeah. I love it. I save you a beer for you and we'll talk out these later. Dude, if there's one thing I would love to do, here's the thing, if I was ever a millionaire, yeah, and things happened, I would love to have a barbecue, like a community barbecue, like a giant potluck, right, where certain people can sign up to come in, cook some of their special homemade recipes, some things that are tested, that are safe to eat, and, everyone gets to share a bit of culture, a bit of themselves in their meals, and you can just walk around and just, maybe pay $5 or $6 for a good meal or something, or a snack. I want to do that so bad. I think that'd be so cool. I think that would be great. Favorite beer? I'm a Blue Moon person. I like more fruity stuff though, but usually when I eat meats and stuff, I'll have a Blue Moon to complement the flavor of the meat. I'm not a very big average beer person. I prefer fruity stuff and oftentimes wine. Sometimes spirits, because it's mixed together with like fruity stuff or juice. The more water, the more juicy, like the more that I don't taste the alcohol, the better. But when I eat meat, when I eat steak, like seasoned steak, pork, whatever, beer is sometimes what I go with, because the beer with, what's in it, oftentimes it extends and brings out the flavor of the meat, and vice versa. It's really nice, especially when you beer batter food. Yeah, exactly, like seltzers. Exactly. And I'm a big tomato enjoyer, so I love making stews. I love making like grilled cheeses and stuff. Hell yeah. Dude, I could talk about food all day. Literally all day. Completely and totally. Welcome back to the Pop. I love food. Welcome back to the Papa Me channel. I love it. It's great stuff. But would you guys also agree that these sorts of streams, even though they're not gameplay streams, they should stay sort of relatively smaller in size? What do you think? Kind of like a podcast size. They should stay relatively short, so that way you get a lot of bang for your buck in each sort of one. Because I think that'd be great, because having an 8-hour Wyvern Whispers would be a little too much. they're meant for me to just kind of spill the beans and in a good way, not too much, not too private. You know, chill, vibey. Yeah, same here, Bisky. I agree. Well then, considering that it is 3 hours in, what do you guys say that we end our night off by just saying that I appreciate you? I do. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my community and the people in it, and I'm grateful for all of you. Don't worry, I'll take breaks and snacks. I'm actually going to like use the bathroom, grab food, maybe put on a movie while I draw or something, but I care about you guys, okay? And there will be more of these sorts of things as well in the future. Hell yeah. So I promise we'll be doing more of these. Hell yeah. I care about all of you. I do want you guys to all maintain your lives and that you stay safe and you continue to be the best you that you can be. But I think for now, we're going to raid into a very cool person named Kitty McPancakes, who is a very nice guy. He's playing Dead by Daylight. He's an amazing singer. So I want you guys to please give some love and support. Here, why don't we do this raid message? Hazy comfy raid. Let's do this, and then I will do where's me with my blankie? Where's me with my blankie? My blanket baby. My blanket baby. Blanket baby. Oh, there you go. Swivels, thank you. Perfect. Perfect. Hell yeah. I love you guys. I really, really cannot stress just how much you guys mean to me. Thank you, really. And I look forward to making more stinky poo poo pee pee jokes. Remember, tomorrow is cartoon day, so at around 7 p.m. EST, we're gonna be watching Chowder in the Discord, and I'm very excited for that. I love you guys, and I'll catch everybody later. I love you guys. Bye bye. Love you.